everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Points of Articulation. My name's Dave, and it's day 7 of Micro Machine March 2, so I thought we'll switch things up a little bit. Instead of ships or playsets, we'll be looking at a figure pack. So we're looking at the Star Wars Micro Machines Bounty Hunter set today. Now this set was released around 1997 and features 9 figures, which are all pretty detailed and nicely painted. Now, most of the figures are from The Empire Strikes Back, but we do have one from Shadows of the Empire, which is the Wookiee right here. And then we also have Greedo from A New Hope. I never did figures before in this scale, so I thought we'll look at each one by themselves, check out the mold and the paint, and then we'll move on to comparison and we'll be done. So we got a lot to cover, so let's get started. Okay, up first we have Greedo in a nice action pose, and just look at all the details on this guy. Wrinkles, the vest, the pants, the boots. The gun has a lot of detail on there. Just an amazing job. Even his head, we can see his ears. Just great. Now for the paint, he has orangey brown for the boots and vest. And then we have the blue and yellow jumpsuit. Green for his fingers, well, I should say his hands and his head, and then black for his eyes. All in all, a great piece, and again, it was made in 1997, and that does it for Greedo. And up next we have Boba Fett, everybody's favorite bounty hunter. Just look at all that detail, that is amazing. His belt, his armor, his gun, boots, knee pads. Everything's there that should be. His cape, his jetpack. He even has a little cord going down to his gauntlet. Even on this side, that is sharp. Now for the paint, we're looking at what we come to expect. The grayish blue jumpsuit. Then we have green armor, like a maroonish, I'd say a light maroon belt. Dark brown cape, orange pads on his shoulders and on his knees, and then maroon and black for his helmet, and a very glossy black for that blaster. So what's next? Next we have Forlom, basically the body of C-3PO with an insectoid head on it. This droid is sick. Look at all the detail. First of all, the paint is amazing. Metallic gray, silver eyes, like a bluish metallic head. Thing is amazing. And we got some nice guns here with some detail. Just very sick. Coming around. This is a really nice set though on the whole. Some nice minifigures here. Not much to say, but Forlom is a partner to Zuckus, which we will look at shortly. Very cool figure. Some nice detail and a great paint job. And then we have Boss, the lizard creature. And this is great. I love the suit. The suit's actually from a Doctor Who episode, believe it or not. But just look at all the detail. His scales, his claws, all the cords, his big gun. His eyes are a little sloppy, but for the size, pretty awesome. Now for his jumpsuit, we do have black, yellow, white, metallic gray, and a maroon. And his skin is like a greenish yellow, with bright orange eyes, and the gun's a metallic black, or dark gray, whatever. But fantastic job with the detail on here. Really another great addition to the set. And then we have Zuckus, another of the Empire Strikes Back bounty hunters. Really nicely done. I like that pose with the gun in the air. Now for him, he's mostly tan, dark tan, black, metallic gray, and silver for his face. Black gloves. Pretty interesting looking figure. We do have some little paint bleed in there. But cool details. And I can't wait until we get the Black Series version of this guy. That's going to be sick. But another great addition. And now a fan favorite, IG-88. Pretty awesomely done. We got this metallic silver, reddish orange for the eyes, black strap, and metallic black guns. This guy is amazing. For me anyway, I know him best from Shadows of the Empire, even though he's from The Empire Strikes Back. But just an amazing piece here. Very detailed. Probably the tallest out of the set. Sharp, very nice. All these little hoses in his legs. Well done. Great looking piece. And we're moving on along with Dangar. And I don't know much about him, but he always looked cool. And I do like his paint. We have flesh for his face, like an off-white, light gray for all his clothing, gloves, and boots. And then like a metallic brownish purple for all his armor. All in all, very interesting. And then we got brown for his backpack there. Pretty cool. And I think Hasbro's making a 6-inch version of this guy as well. So I can't wait to get him. And oops. And then for the bottom, 97 again. But awesome. And now moving on to the Shadows of the Empire figure. We have Snabba, which is a Wookiee bounty hunter. Chewbacca tried to imitate him in Shadows of the Empire. But it's pretty good. We got brown, glossy black for the spots, silver, and green for the clothing. And then for his head, we could see some silver and black and brown again. Pretty interesting. And a metallic gray gun. But pretty sick. Now, I believe this guy uses an axe in the book and whatnot, so I think that's what that's supposed to be. But he also has a dark blue cape. Just an awesome piece. I love this guy a lot. And finally, we have Bosch. First seen in Return of the Jedi. Well, actually, that's Princess Leia in disguise. But this is supposed to be the real one. But some great designs here. Especially on the detail on the legs. Moving on up to the hands and the face. The helmet, I should say. And we're looking at tan, dark orange, dark brown, silver, gray, and black. This thing is just great. Some nice details. Nice little backpack, cape. Pretty sharp. And that basically does it for all the bounty hunters. So let's compare it to some other figures and maybe a ship. Alright, for a quick size comparison with the Star Wars Micro Machine Bounty Hunter set, we have it next to a Galoob Admiral Akbar figure, which you can see is basically in scale. And then over here we have the Hasbro General Grievous, which on the whole, it is bigger with all the lightsabers and stuff, but it works out pretty well. And then finally, just to show scale with the figures, we have the Galoob X-Wing Starfighter. Awesome ship and great figures. And that does it today for my review of the Star Wars Micro Machines Bounty Hunter set. Now, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I know it's a little different than what I normally do, but I have tons of these little figures, so I figured might as well give it a try. And since it's Micro Machine March, why not? So this set came out around 1997, like I mentioned before, and each one of these figures, I don't know if I mentioned it, is a little bit under 1 inch. They're very small, but like other Micro Machines, even though they're small, they're jam-packed full of paint and detail. So why do I like this set? First of all, you get 9 figures. You get Greedo from A New Hope, Boba Fett, Forlom, Bosk, Zuckus, IG-88, and Dangar, all from The Empire Strikes Back, Bosch from Return of the Jedi, and then also we have Snabba from Shadows of the Empire, so we could throw a book in there as well. To me, that makes it worth it, and the best part of it is, each one of these figures is unique to the set. I don't think you could get any one of these from any other set. Correct me if I'm wrong and write it in the comments below. Second of all, the detail is amazing. All of them are pretty accurate. They all have the right weaponry, the right designs, the clothing, the armor. Everything is perfect for the size. Now for the paint, Galoob went above and beyond. Now we have already talked about how small these guys are, but when you take that into account and then you look at details such as Boba Fett, Bosk, Forlom, or Greedo, it blows my mind. The amount of detail they put into these bad boys with that paint, especially Boba Fett's mask. And the last good thing I have to say about this is that these figures are compatible with any other Micro Machines playset. And that is a huge win for the playability. Now, if you're looking to buy this bad boy, I would strongly recommend going on the internet and just looking for one. Be patient, eagle-eyed, and get it when it's cheap. The Micro Machines figure packs usually are high up there. With this, the Stormtroopers, the Imperial Scout Trooper sets, they are astronomically high sometimes. I think out of all the sets I have, this is the one I spent the most money on. I think I spent like $24 3 or 4 years ago on it, and that was a steal. The Imperial Scout Trooper set, that goes for like $100 sometimes. So, like I always say, just be patient and find it cheap and save yourself some money. So I recommend this set for anybody who's a collector of the Micro Machines figures and also fans of the Bounty Hunters. I think you'll really appreciate this set. And that's everything I have to say about this set today. So thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoyed my review, give me a like. And if you want to see new reviews every Thursday, subscribe. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.